For warehouse process type determination, follow the navigation path. I'm assuming here that you have already identified the WPT for which you want to maintain the automatic determination. So you have two options either. So this is the WPT detail view. So you have two options. Either you can maintain a create a control indicator, which for that particular WPT which you want to be determined based on the material master. So WPT is determined in the document like warehouse task request or inbound delivery, which is nothing but a warehouse request in EWM. So it is determined at the item level, which means that if you have three line items in it, for all of them you can have different WPT, because when you are doing the put away process or receiving it, you might want to do a certain steps or processing before we do a final put away. So generally this indicator is maintained or created for storage process control. Or if you have certain requirement in you have certain business requirement that you want a certain specific treatment to happen on material when you receive, when you get an inbound delivery, then you can create a separate control indicator, and this indicator gets ultimately assigned to the material master. Now coming to the node determine warehouse process type, so same, but if you have a different indicator created specifically for certain material, then you can, based on that indicators, you can assign a different value. So like I was saying, that suppose you have inbound delivery with three different line items, you can have a different processing on, or a different WPT determined for each of those, since it is anyways at the item level, and based on the indicator which you might have created in the previous step, you can assign it. So the document type, item type probably, and the warehouse number is still same, but you get to have a different WPT assigned here. So all you have to do is for your warehouse, for example, you just have to copy it, and I mean it's all basic steps if you know about SAP. So nothing much into it. So these are the parameters or selection parameter or criteria based on which your WPT gets determined. Once you have maintained the value, just save it. And if you have defined the control indicator, then all you need to do is go to material master, and maintain the data in the relevant view. So you have the field available over here. So if you have defined any value, now that we have defined a value, so just assign the value here and it is done. Assuming that you have already linked this indicator to the WPT. In my case, I haven't assigned it to any WPT, but since I've just created it for the demonstration purpose. But if you have really created it and assigned it to the WPT. Then once you create a document, inbound delivery will see that system is able to determine the relevant WPT based on the settings performed. And important point to note here is that this is determined at the item level. For example, this one will take. So if you want to create a handling unit, enter the packaging material. So we have two quantity which we want to receive. So we'll create two handling units for it. Save it. So we'll have a look at the item detail level, and you can notice that WPT which is determined is 4 times 9. So based on your material master setting, system will identify the WPT, and like I said, it is mostly used in the case of storage process control. So if I remove the indicator from material master, system will determine 1010 as a WPT.